Hi, everyone. It's me, Dr. Stacy Betancourt, coming to you on a Monday rather than a Sunday. Wanted to kind of come on here and create a small bit of content for all of you who have been following me, and I appreciate my followers. Thank you so, so much. I am very grateful to you as I am still embarking on this journey, and I'm so grateful that some of you are choosing to come along with me. So today I'm talking a little bit, I'm taking a step away from my small series of divorce to talk to you about goals. So yesterday I had a goal that I had been working on for months, a lot of training, a lot of practice, a lot of advice taking, everything, gathering information and actually training to take on my fourth Los Angeles Marathon. And I was very hopeful because my third marathon, I was only a little bit off my goal. So I knew with a little more endurance training and a little more planning and following the advice of professional runners, I was going to do this. Everything was great. Came onto the marathon, weather was perfect weather, perfect conditions. Everything was on point until suddenly it wasn't. And I have problems with blood sugar sometimes, and it decided that I didn't have enough in my blood. So I started having some issues with that. And I kind of had a decision to make. Was I going to run until I collapsed, which would not have been a very smart thing at all? Did I stop, give up, walk away? Well, that wasn't an option. I was getting close to the end. Could I take in some nutrients? Because so many people come out. You have to know the Los Angeles Marathon, the people that come out and support the runners, it's just incredible. Did I pick up call my husband and say, I'm done? What did I do? What would I do? I didn't have that much further to go. So I got in a little bit of nutrients. I had some stuff with me that kind of got me going, and then found a group of people that were getting out applesauce in the pouches, and I had that, and that seemed to work out really well. And I knew that I could finish. And even though I knew that that meant I wasn't going to meet my goal, the point of the matter was I was going to finish. And in the complete scheme of things, it got me thinking. And I kind of went into myself as I was finishing and realizing, one, this was what I was going to talk to you guys about. But the other thing was the idea that when we make plans and we make goals and we develop these idealisms of where we're headed, what we're doing, and how we're going to get there, even with the best planning and surrounding yourselves with the best of trainers or people who are experts in their field, there's always the possibility that even with those best laid plans, things don't happen the way you thought they were. And yesterday, things did not happen how I had envisioned. And it was interesting because usually on marathon mornings, I'm filled with butterflies. The night before, I could barely sleep. And this time I was so relaxed. And, part of me was thinking, was I too relaxed? And yet the comfort and the run and the feeling of my body moving, everything was just perfect. So when things kind of fell apart, it just really made me think about life itself. And the fact that not every plan is going to come to fruition. There's going to be pitfalls, and there are going to be things that happen. And we can choose to let, if you want to use the word failure, define you you'll never strive for anything else because of that fear of this is not going to work out, that I am going to be in a situation where I won't make it. And what is the point of that? When you could really look at this as the learning experience and just enjoying the drive and the actually the experiences that go with it, in the fact that I still took on a marathon. Hang on just a second. One of the dogs opened the door. Take on the experience of actually finishing the marathon. Now, there were slightly over 22,000 runners in this marathon yesterday. And according to the statistics, slightly over 5,000 people didn't finish. So let that resonate. A little over 5,000 people didn't finish. And I came in the upper 50%. I was in the upper half. So I was in obviously great company because goodness, the amount of people that finished when I did was really, really good. But I think about those 5,000 that didn't finish. And yes, my body was stiff when I got up. And yes, I was a little sore in my upper leg muscles, but they've since calmed down and I'm moving about normal pace. So it was temporary. My thought is with those people who didn't finish, those 5,000 plus people who didn't finish, and what they must be thinking today and what they must be feeling today. And, you know, I reach out to them with the thought of, you know, they may never see this video, but my thoughts are with them that for whatever reason, you couldn't complete this. And you couldn't, for whatever reason, you either were, because there were people that did fall down. There were people I saw on laying down on the medical carts that they had. I saw people in the medical tent areas that literally did not look well. And my thoughts go out to those people, and I hope that you're okay. For those of you that ended up with maybe some massive blisters, which could really sideline you, or other injuries, my thoughts are to you today, where I hope that you don't let this moment define you, where you made a goal, you didn't make it, and that you think that you can never do a marathon. Well, you might. You may never do it again, but it doesn't mean that you failed. You still got up at the crack of dawn. You still boarded a shuttle bus. You still got to Dodger Stadium. You still felt the excitement of preparing to go. And then you went. And whatever happened afterwards on your personal quest, it may not have worked out as well. But the point of the matter is that you started and you tried. And that means a lot. For those of us that finished, it's a great feeling. Even if you were the very last person to cross the finish line, you achieved glory. You achieved a goal. Use that feeling on both sides for fuel for something else. For those of you that didn't finish, use the fuel to fuel other intentions. For those of you that may have crossed last, for those who crossed first, the elite runners, use it for fuel. For those of us that were right in the middle, right where I was, congratulations, we did it. We achieved so much, and all of us did. So remember to look at all options of the journey in a positive light. And for those of you that don't want to run a marathon, that's okay. That's okay. But what I do want to say is this: Don't let the failures and setbacks define you. Go for what you feel is where you should be. Remember to be good to yourself, be good to others, and remember that with every option of a goal, yes, there'll be pitfalls, but as long as you are able to push forward for yourself, only good can come. This is Dr. Stacy Betancourt. Wish you a great week, and I will talk to you next week. Take care and be good to each other.